And so you never know. But it could shift, it may not, but it's perfect just the way it is. So nice. Yes, please.
And I believe I have the gift of great faith and
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So, what I've done here is we have 3 different containers, and we have 3 different colors. And when I look at this, does it mean that the yellow is wrong? Does it mean that the blue is right? Does it mean that the green doesn't really count because it's just kind of in the middle? Or does it mean that each container holds its special gift so that it can share it with everybody else? If we think of ourselves as these glasses or the container that God has filled with their unique gifts, the blue doesn't need to be yellow. And the green has a mixture of them both. Because some people have the same talents that we do. And some people have totally different talents than we do. And so it's okay, no matter what size we come in. Some of you have met my son. Max, will you come up here for a second? Now, people tell us all the time that we're very tall. I'm 6 foot tall. My son is 7 foot tall. And so compared to my son, I'm short. Compared to my mom, who is 5'3", I'm tall. Does it make me wrong? Does it make him better? It doesn't. We just are. We are who we are. Whatever size we show up in, whatever shape we show up in, whatever talents we have, right? Thank you so much, Max. I appreciate it. You're cute. So and there are things that I can do that internally make me feel small. There are also things that I can do internally that make me feel big. And so we're going to talk a little bit about those things. I'm going to leave the water there for this activity. Can you still see the water? Perfect. So you just had some writing time and you were able to tell me what some of your different talents were, what some of your different containers were, because we're all different, right? Just because my son is 7 foot and skinny doesn't mean that I'm fat, right? I decide if I'm fat or not. And so is that healthy? Probably not. Is carrying a little bit of extra weight healthy? No, it's not. So then I have a choice, just like earlier when we were talking about it, awareness, right? I have awareness. Now I get to make a choice. So you guys just got to define some of your talents. Now I want you did a very good job, by the way, also. Did a very good job of defining your talents. What I want to ask you now is I want to ask you, how do you feel about who you are? Now this could get vulnerable, so I don't want you to show this to anyone, okay? I want you, not necessarily your weaknesses, because they may feel like a weakness that becomes a strength, I'm not sure. But I'm hoping that you'll trust me for a little bit. I'm going to give you just a couple minutes because I don't want to go there too much. But I want you to talk about how do you feel about yourself when you're having a bad day. And if you can, identify what happened to take you downhill or shrink you. Go ahead and start finishing up. Start finishing up. And stop. So we kind of went into a valley, yes? We kind of came down because we started focusing on some of the negative things. Did you feel yourself shrinking? Could you see if you spent more time there, how you would continue to shrink and continue to shrink? I realized I'm not sure, I'm not good at time, but recently, like maybe 2 or 3 months ago, I realized that I would use my mother's passing as an excuse to start a downward spiral in my life. Because it's absolutely okay to miss your mother when she has died. But I realized I wasn't just missing my mom, it was the trigger that started that downhill slide. And so I realized, I brought into my awareness, oh my goodness, I miss mom, and then by the end of the day, my life sucks. You know, it was just so that tipping point. So now, when I think of mom and I miss my mom, we start sharing the fun times that we had with mom. And how, yeah, we're going to miss those going forward, but man, I'm so glad that she blessed me and had me and raised me the way she did. And so it's okay to miss my mom, but it was not okay to use it as an excuse to spiral down and then just stop. It would totally stop my momentum.